Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, and having issues with my chair once again. Oh, okay. First my cord, now my pants. Everything's getting stuck underneath the wheel. There we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, so in a previous video, I used textures on the gel plate and decorated some of these, and started to decorate some of these envelopes. And also I have some papers I can use for collage. Some of these are papers, some of these are tissue. The tissue actually might be the easiest to use. It'll be thinner, lighter weight, but I still have these as an option, so they will be off to the side right here. And I was also doing the color combo for Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group. The color combo for January is pink, yellow, and brown, and then you can use black, white, and any metallic of your choice. And I was using this bronze from Amsterdam. And I'm also going to be using some stamps. Thought might be a good time because it came in the mail today. This is my newest stamp from PM Artist Studio, my newest design. And so, you know, and then this one came out last month. So these are, I have 2 stamps so far. I have several stencil designs at pmartiststudio.com. The link is always down below. But those are my only 2 stamps. So I'm going to use some brown ink and kind of do some background so that they'll kind of show through the tissue is what I'm hoping. And then I'll also do some on top too. But I just kind of wanted to start with that. And then I also used my post-it label, my label roll, post-it label roll. Works really great for, you know, just sticking on here. So that's where my address will be. These are all upside down. So like and then I left the space so I could put the whatchamacallit, zip code on that bottom line if I want to. So, and that one, and I can also just kind of put a label on them too, if I cover it and it's just a little too much. So I'm going to start by putting some background stamping on in this VersaFine Claire pine cone, and also try out my newest stamp. I'm so excited. I mean, sometimes I just start doodling on my Procreate, and that's where these stamps come from. That's where the ideas for these stamps come from. Alright, I was going to say, let's go this way. There we go. That'll be some fun background. And this one will be a little bit more foreground. Probably should have done it like this on the front and gone all over on the back. That's alright. We'll just do some more all over on the back too. Alright. So we were able to see that pretty well. So this is this stamp in its fullness. I think you get a better coverage if you do it like this. And then do like a ghost print. Won't be as dark as the other ones. There we go. That's the front, and then maybe we'll do the other one on the back. Well, we can do both on both sides. I mean, we don't have to separate them. We do have to get a good amount of ink on them though. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is user error. I don't usually have an issue with PM Artist Studio stamps. We'll just put that one where it landed. And usually I have good luck with this VersaFine. There we go. It's doing a little better now. Get several nice little bits though. And then you could even just keep going over it, and then you get kind of a layered look, which is kind of cool. And let's see. And do this one too. I can use other stamps too, and I will. I don't have to just use mine. But, I mean, that's kind of cool. Plus, it's going to partly get covered up, so. And that was my way of getting some brown on there as well for the color combo. But, you know, let's find some more of my favorites. Like the Rose by Foil Art. This is definitely, it's like a abstract kind of a rose. And it's one of my favorites. Oh, also now it's going to be a design on my shirt, apparently. And also, I really like, the nested circles are some of my favorites. I also like, and these are PM Artist Studio designs. And I also like this one, which is Eddie. Eddie Makes Art. One of his designs. Sometimes you'll see that we kind of collaborate on some videos. We did the woodies on the foam stamps. And that was fun. I don't have to do it all over, but can if I want to. I just kind of turn it around. And you can even do like one on each end. You know, that's fun. Let's do some on the front too. Even if we just do them like there and there. There we go. Sometimes if I'm doing mail art, I'll want to decorate the front and put the label on the back. That way the front is like pretty no matter what. But what did I just do that for? That's alright. I'll do it here. And do some on the back. I kind of turn them every which way. And of course, if you just ink one, then you'll only have one. And you can also, you know, if you use the woodies, you can get them different colors. Of course, if you use woodies on mail and it rains, you know, it's watercolor, so it will move. Alright, and this is the nested circles, which is also one of my favorites. Whoops. Guess I wasn't supposed to go in the middle there, was I? But I didn't cover it to protect it either, did I? It's just pattern on the back. It's fun. Okay. Ooh, that's already got circles on it, so that could be fun. Does the front have to match the back? Nope. We can do some Celtic circles on the back. Must have had some black ink on there at some point. That's like a brownie black. But, you know, it's all good in the neighborhood. And look at this. You get... So the ink stays on there for a bit, alright? A little bit more stamping on these, maybe. I'm not going to get all these done. I don't know why I'm trying. Except for, you know, I've shown everybody else's, so let's go ahead and show one of Carrie the Crafters. This might be an IMPP. Yeah, this might be an IMPP, which might mean it's not the same size that you'll actually get from the store, or there's just something that wasn't perfect about it, and I'm lucky I get to get some IMPP sometimes. So that one is by Carrie the Crafter. Oh, let's see, anybody else in here I want to, I did foil, although we can do foil again because we also really like these stamps. And so, yeah, that's fun. Just get some background stamping on there. And do I have anybody else's? I've got more foils. Oh, I do have one of Michelle's, The Bee by Michelle. But that would be more on top. So I'll save that one because Michelle's are more, that's the Creative Cove Michelle. But yeah, everything else is pretty much PM Artist Studio designs. And a couple more of Carrie's in there. And foil, yeah, those are the ones I have most of. That's alright. see, this one makes me think of tadpoles. It's just super cute though. I might save that one to go on top too. All right, that's enough stamping for now. I usually keep this in my top drawer so that way I can find it every time, or I may do black on top when I come back to do that. So we can move all these out of the way. I've got a drawer over there. They can go into, and then if I decide to use more later, they're right there in the drawer. I can get them, but then they're not covering my desk and making it harder to work. So I'm going to use some gel matte medium. Nope, that's my gesso, right? Yeah, that's gesso. Hold on, because I didn't plan ahead. Am I going to use it? Yeah, because I want to seal it, I think. So this is my fluid matte medium of choice. I like to use golden. Took me a minute to find it because that wasn't where I thought it was, and this one wasn't where I thought it was. I just used this little container to keep it in, and then I can squirt out what I need and brush it on. And that's kind of what I'm going to do right now. I kind of want a more torn edge, I think, though. And I think I'm going to... This is the grain of the paper, so it rips nicely that way. The other way, I'm pretty much going to cut it. Alright, and then somehow I want to... You know, I think I'll just use a label. It'll be easier. I know, I put that all on there for nothing. For naught. If I'm painting it, it's fine, but if I'm collaging on it, it just makes it a little bit harder to do that. And I want to use the gel matte medium because I'll put a layer underneath and then also a layer on top, and that will protect it when it's being mailed. So just kind of get it all over and then brush it out. Well, it's going to have some blue in there because there's blue on that paintbrush. You don't want to use your good paintbrushes for this process unless you know for sure that you are going to rinse it off right away. Whoops, that's a lot. It's way more than I needed. That's all right. Blue is not one of the colors in the color combo. We're not going to worry about that. There's no color combo police, just so you know. So you do what you want. If you have blue in your pink and yellow and brown color combo, it's not the end of the world. Just might give this really cool patina, actually. So I want to have it on top as well. I could switch brushes. That would make the most sense. But I like blue better than pink, so I don't hate pink. Don't get me wrong. And I really like what's happening in the little creases. I'm getting some color in there that I didn't have before. Alright, so I'm going to set that one aside and let it dry. I might just leave that like that, or I might add something else. For here, let's see, let's add something different. Like, that's really dark. So maybe we'll add some of this, which is lighter. Okay, but here's the hard part is you at least want to have it, I might be able, there's a pencil. I might be able to, so I just kind of want it to come to the edge there and to the edge here. So I'm going to draw my line there and then just kind of tracing the edge of the envelope over here. And let's see if we can get this one in here. Doesn't have to be exact because that part is going to get covered up when it's closed anyway. So as long as I get close, I'll be good. So let's see. Someone's driving something outside, making some noise. Alright, can you guys see? Oh, there it is. Almost couldn't see it. Maybe smaller scissors would have been easier for this part, but like I said, I'm not worrying about it being exact and perfect. I would like to be able to see the line though. That'd be great. Okay, move these out of the way. Alright, and if it doesn't go all the way to the edge, that's okay too, because I can just ink it with some permanent ink and it will be fine. Just spread some glue on there and then try not to go over the edge or the envelope is going to close in on itself. That's all. Which probably going to happen because it's so much glue there, it's just going to seep over, isn't it? Try to get some of that off of there. Let's see. Oops, oops, oops. Come on. I don't mind that there's wrinkles. That won't bother me. Alright, let's get some glue on top. Well, see, there's more blue up in the in the top of the brush. So even though I thought the blue was almost gone, it wasn't. Oops. So what I might have done differently there is just not cut off this edge until I had it glued on, then maybe waited to glue on, you know, one piece before I did another one. I'm going to set that aside to dry and hope it doesn't just dry together. So there's that. Alright, what about this one? That should hopefully show through if I do that on there. So that's our hope. That's why we did some nice, bold background stamping that will hopefully show through. This is way more glue than you need, just saying. And I'll just go ahead and get that on there. I'm not worried about the blue. Are you worried about the blue? No. Like I said, there's no color combo police. Our intention was yellow, pink, and brown. Hey, we got some blue in there. That's alright. I am not getting as much of, what is this? This is the wet strength is not showing the stamping through as much as I had hoped. Which I knew that there would be, you know, it wouldn't be perfect, but I was hoping for more. I want more. Alright, because what's the point if I just cover up all the... I just did that on that. Well, I'll still do that on this one, I think. Just use that piece up. Oh, that's a lot of glue. And any envelopes, I mean, if you're going to send stuff in the mail, just use an envelope that can be used in the mail, which is most any envelope. So the mail art thing is, I think basically you create an envelope that becomes mail art for you to send. And you send like 1 ounce of stuff. It could be like finished ephemera, or it can be stuff for like some fussy cutting, or unfinished ephemera that people can then make their own ephemera. And you just kind of, I know there are some YouTube creators that participate and they send it to each other. So I think the intention is for people to send it to each other. I'm good with just sending it out if I don't get anything back, because, you know, I have too much stuff. But I'd be, you know, if someone wanted to trade, I'd be okay with that too once I have the bandwidth. Okay, that I do see the Celtic showing through on there. So that one, I guess, because it has more dark spots to it, it works better for that. Let's see, this is this pink. So I think this goldy yellowy bit might work on the back. So let's just go ahead and put this here and then cut it off. So you get the point. I mean, you could do smaller pieces. You don't have to do as big pieces as this for your collage. You can do smaller pieces and have it even be more interesting than just like a couple. But I want to add some stenciling and some other bits as well. So I'm okay with doing it like this. And the only reason I'm doing the glue on top as well is to seal it. Just to kind of protect it from the elements when it's out in the... Because it's tissue. You know, it is wet strength tissue, but, you know, it has its limits still. We could go ahead and at least rip this end off. Probably should have done that before. Oh, this is not the grain. This is going against the grain. When you go against the grain, you get a more random tear. If you don't want a more random tear, you use your scissors. It's all right. It's all right. That might be fun there, and then I could put something in between there. That's where the grain is. You could also use Mod Podge. You could probably use glue stick. Just know that you might want to still seal it with something. As far as the, especially if it's tissue, but even paper, just to protect it from the elements. You know what I'm saying. And let me just go ahead right here. There's some more blue. That's what we want. More blue. I don't care. I like blue. Blue's my jam. Okay. Now doing this while it's wet on the other side, I'm taking chances. Alright, leave that open. Let that dry for a minute. I'm just setting stuff on the floor, whatever. Alright, this is pretty painted on this side. So this side, let's see, what do we want to add to this side? I don't know that any of that will show through. But I don't have to do the whole thing. I could. We can't do it at an angle, apparently. But we could come in with just like some strips. And so one of the people I know does the mail art is Kim's Images, and I don't know if the hashtag is just mail art. I'll have to look that up. I'll put it in the description box. And then probably is it Caroline's Craft Tree, or oh, who's the nice lady? I wouldn't be surprised if Jovi, Creating with Jovi, has done it. Because she's just that kind of girl that does really sweet things like that. Do that one there, maybe. But for me, mailing stuff out, like, and having to have, like, for the mail art, you don't really have a time period. You know, you mail it out when you want to mail it out. But like swaps and stuff, those things stress me out. Because I have to have it mailed by a certain time, or it has to be like a special kind of a thing. And so yeah, that just kind of stresses me out. Alright, I'll just do that, and then I'll cut that off after. Alright, so we want a third little piece down in the corner here, maybe. Just to round it out. Just down there, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. That's what you mean to me. Okay. There we go. Oh, and if you check my D-Stash videos, there's still medium box 3 is available in the big box 2, and 4 of the small boxes are still available. I'm looking forward to getting them out of my house. Just saying. Let's see. So I really wish I could just do some watercolors and inks on these. The problem with that is then you definitely have to seal it, because it's gonna be a mess otherwise. I wonder if I can cut that after. I don't know. Probably. Let's just try it. And I'll use permanent ink. The VersaFine Clair is a permanent ink. So that's why when I put the glue over the stamping, it doesn't move. So if you're going to do ink underneath something like this, you definitely want it to be permanent ink. And yes, I'm aware the majority of you already know that. I'm talking to new people. You know, we got to remember that there's new people out there that have these questions, and if we can answer the questions before they even have to ask them, all the better. it means repeated information for the rest of you, and that's all right. You're glad about that because you were new once, so you appreciate it too. Even if you don't, you're gonna. You just have to. I think y'all understand. All right, I'm gonna let that stay open a little bit. So yeah, if you missed the last video where I did the gel plate prints, you might want to go check that out. Okay, I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to put away my glue for a minute because I think I just want to do some painting, like not on the gel plate. Like you don't have to have a gel plate to do this stuff. So I just want a really thin layer. Let me find another paintbrush. That brush is really hard because I did not do it. I did not take care of it. Where's the big one I just had? Oh, let's put the big giant scissors in a safe place. All right. So I want it. Oh, there we go. I wanted the stamping to still show through, and it is, and that's making me happy. So this is a good way to do it as well. And then the post-it things are not getting in my way so bad. You go one direction, you go two directions, it doesn't matter. Let's see, I'll put a little bit on the back so it makes sense. It doesn't have, the back and the front don't have to match. I mean, really, because if someone puts them in a journal after they get it, it's not necessarily going to show on, you know, different pages. They're going to be on different sides. All right, so that needs to dry for sure, for certain. So we got the pink, we got some brown. Let's add some yellow. Do you want to do this yellow, or do you want to do, since this is really dark and kind of grungy, you know, I'm going to, even though that one would go nicely, I'm going to use a little bit of the Naples yellow, which is brighter, just to brighten it up. Well, there will be still some of the yellow ochre in the brush, so it's all good. And I didn't want to go over that much. I just kind of wanted to have it brush over some, but not quite that much. So, I'm going to grab a white, which was open, so they're starting to dry. And just kind of take some of that back off of the painted part, so which actually worked nicely because all the white part now has yellow in it, and there we go. I like that. That worked out nicely. What about the back? I love this right here, where there was stuff left on the plate that came off. Oh, that just makes me happy. We just start with some yellow on the back here. Just killing our brush while we do it, but hey, we're getting some color on there. That's what it's about right this second. Get some color on there. All right, that has some nice Naples yellow on the bottom there. We just finished that bottom off with some yellow. And then maybe get some yellow at the top because it was on the bottom on the back. Just killing our brush while we do it. And then grab some rose. Which rose? Where did it go? This rose, maybe? The lighter of the roses. Okay, now it's going to get a little orangey, but that's all right. If you don't want your colors mixing, then, you know, clean your brush or use another brush. That's your options. I'm okay with that. I mean, that's still pink and yellow because pink and yellow equals kind of an orangey color. All right, and I know I might have bitten off more than I needed to chew, but let's put some quinacridone magenta, which will also mix a little bit with the, because mail art's fun. And I like the paint. The stamping definitely shows through the paint. Like I said, that makes me happy. And of course you could use the baby white just to get this all over here in a very thin manner. You also might want to not abuse your brush like I do, but I don't know how else you're going to get that kind of thing happening. But if that's the look I want, and the only way I know to get it is to kill my brush. Alright, what do I want to kind of have something over here, but maybe not the, ooh, bronze, maybe? Do a little bit of the bronze. That's the metallic I've been using. There we go, just come over a little bit with that. Now, I think the bronze was kind of a good choice. Copper might also be a good choice, but the bronze is kind of in between the pink and the yellow, which, you know, is kind of nice. Alright, liking that. That definitely needs to dry. That's really wet. Alright, I would love for these to still show some. And those too, which is not that hard to do. I haven't done any brown on, I mean, brown's not really as pretty as the other ones, but I'll do it. Oh, that's brown. So there is brown. I don't know what I'm thinking. What's this color? This is light pink. Okay, we can do the light pink. We like different pinks. I think sometimes it's called cameo pink. I don't know. Brown and pink can be nice together. So there's some pink and brown. Just want to add a little yellow somewhere, right? So now I'm just going to kind of come around the edges here, because I still want that yellow to be kind of a focal point. I mean, let's see, if I do this light pink with white, will my dots still show in the morning, in the middle? Yes, they do. Okay. That's what I think about the white, is even if you're using an opaque color, you can make it be more transparent by using a baby wipe. So those spots still shine through, and we have like some variation of color happening with the pinks, which I like. Alright, I like that. Did we cover the back? Yes, we did. Open that up so it doesn't dry together. This is the last one, and this is just, I mean, half an hour in, and we're like, well, we've got 2 layers. We did the base layer, which I love it. Birdie, the recycled hippie chick, she calls it the underpants. The underpants were added, and now we're putting on some other lovely layers. I just love it like this. So you can put stamping down and use your baby wipe and your paint, and it's just nice. It's just, because it also tones whatever you did with the stamp. It just tones it a little bit too, so that it matches better. I don't know. Maybe not. And then I'm thinking, you know, I got the Posca pens out over here. So some doodling may happen if I remember to do it. I mean, it'll eventually happen. Alright, so that's fun. Alright, let's go ahead and put that in the water. I don't need a brush anymore. I do want to get some of this color, and I'm going to go ahead and spread that out some, and, you know, find some more textures. We did textures, let's do some more texture. Why not a little bit of bubble wrap here and there. Adding a layer of pink to the yellow and brown that's already there. Okay, it's just sort of subtle. Now we're going backwards. Okay. Fine. No, now we're back to the beginning. Let's see. Oh, actually, this needs to get cut. needs to get cut. You don't have to wash that. Alright, now you can cut your edges. Just be careful that you don't cut your envelope open. Or you can use a file, and you just kind of want, and you want to make sure it's dry when you do this, otherwise you're going to end up with a mess. And you just kind of go down like that. It comes off even easier if it's just regular tissue, but it does still come off. Once you see the envelope, you kind of want to stop, because otherwise you're going to start going through the envelope. So that gives a fairly clean-ish line, or a nice grungy line, depending on, see, I'm okay with that. We'll just ink that or something. This is still a little on the damp side. So that still needs some work. Let's see, that one. Yep, I'll be right back. Now the painted ones are definitely drying faster than the ones with collage, if you're wondering. Let's see, what if we just kind of pick whatever stuff's pretty dry, so not much is going to come off of there. Just some pink splotchinesses. I don't know what we want to do back here. I think I want to add some color. Sprayering can also work, in case you're wondering. You can also brayer on your envelopes. That's pretty dry, so not going to get much off of there, but it'll also dry quickly. Alright, so this one definitely can add something to it. Do we want bright pink or light pink? This will mix with the what's on there a little bit, so that'll be good. That'll be lift. If you just go back and forth, you're just moving the what's on the brayer back and forth, and that's not always what you want. I don't know why I didn't cut that one, but that's alright. Oh, we got a couple more painty ones over here. Pay attention, Darcy, pay attention. That's what happens when I put them in different places. Alright, we want more texture. How about some of these letters? They're not all coming out clearly, but that's okay. It's still going to give us, there you go, those came out more clearly. That's kind of cool. Do a little bit on the front too. And I don't know if there's any more on there or not. Not really. That's alright. I'm okay if it's not over the whole thing. Or I can just do this. There. I mean, it's still a D and a V right next to each other, but whatever. Alright, that one has another layer. But this one, we have circles, and we have curvy things. Maybe we want some more straight lines now. And I know this is like the same color-ish kind of a deal, but it is, will it still show? Not really, it does not show. That shows. There's a little quinac. That's what we need. We need the quinacridone. Will definitely show. Let's put a little bit more of that on there. We'll just keep mixing pinks. And we'll just have all kinds of pinks. Because like I said in the last video, it doesn't say which pink you have to use. It just says pink. You can do as you please. I just like these to be straight. There we go. How about on the back? Yeah, we'll do the back as well. So I do try to kind of line up my bottom on the envelope just so it's somewhat straight. Oh, I think I did get it some. It's not perfectly straight, but it's somewhat. Alright, so there's some more texture using that piece, and I need to get a second layer on here. We've got the brown in the background, and we've got the pink prevalent. We don't have a lot of pink on here yet, so let's, I mean yellow on there. We have, let's just go ahead and kind of kiss the plate, as Carrie the Crafter calls it. Do that with some of these. Do that with this one too, kissing the plate. And we get some of that texture that's on there as well as color. That was more than kissing, but still, it was drying, so I needed to work a little harder at that. So now we're just kind of picking up what's left on here if we can, whatever's gonna pick up. Not a lot, but a little. There we go. So what do we say? We needed some yellow, right? We don't need yellow, but we want yellow. We like yellow. Yellow's good. It's all good. Oh, there's still, oh, well, that was, hey, now it's not just black anymore. So that's actually kind of like that I did that. All right. Do we want to do more washi, or what do we have in here? I mean, obviously some of these I haven't even used yet, so we might as well try them out. That's not quite as much on there as we probably want. Okay. Oh yeah, we got some shapes on there. That's fun. And that'll give me something to, you know, kind of look at when I'm doodling too, so that's kind of cool. Do it on the back too? Sure, why not? It's given a hint of yellow. It doesn't have to be overwhelming yellow. And yeah, that's, can you see it? That's cool. Because I just have like random shapes on there. I just wasn't even caring when I was putting it on there. I was just like, let's be random. Alright, well we tried one of those. What have we not tried yet? Oh, well, that's not really going to work so well. Some corrugated cardboard. We already have lines on there. Oh, how about some circles? Alright, so we've got different size. Ooh, and you've been wanting me to use that, haven't you? Maybe not, but, you know. In my head, you might have. Alright, some different size circles. And I think we might even do that in black. Let's see, this one I have to like kind of put it inside out for it to do its thing. It doesn't necessarily come off. Alright, let's, this was from my car when it was totaled, in case you're wondering why it's in my stuff. Because I like the mark it makes. I really, really do. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's really cool. I mean, I guess I could kind of create a stamp like this. Probably is a stamp like this out there already, but I don't know. I like it. It works for me. Let's go ahead and maybe do some kissing. Mwah. Oops, kiss this top part too. And a little bit over here. And, oh look, this has like nothing on this side. So let's just pick that up with a little bit of light pink maybe. Because that's the color combo. I mean, pink and yellow is used in different places, I'm sure. If you do this, then some of that gets on the cover. And then also, come over here, the cover, the back. It's not the cover, it's the back. There we go. I think we've got, yep, it's covered everywhere. Not quite here yet. Definitely get some more something on there. Okay. And if you think I feel like cleaning that off right now, you are wrong. I'm going to use some black, but that's okay because that is not the only gel plate I have. And my circles are small enough to work with this. So, it's fine. Or, let's see, do I want to do black or do I want to do the burnt umber? No, I think I want black because I want it to stand out. And then, maybe This is just a little 2-inch one, which is perfect for this little tiny. It's okay that that's thick because, you know, I want the paint to get on here. Just adds a little bit of, what does it add, Carrie? Drama. We like drama. Drama's good. Alright. If I turn that over, might squish those a little bit, but that's okay. I already had circles on here. Also, it's okay. Put less back there. Didn't squish them too bad. Alright. Is there such a thing as too many circles? Don't care. I like circles. I might actually, with the wood thing that I've got, the spool, I might do that with white. Because I don't have any white on here yet. Alright. This already has circles, so I'm not going to do that. The squares, we can add some circles to the squares. They don't have to be perfect circles. They can just be, you know, random, hit or miss, here and there. Just adding a little bit of something, something. And I said that one already had circles, so I wasn't putting it on there. What about this one? Alright. Ooh, what about do a little bit of these? I have a lot of black paint. We got plenty of black paint to work with. Let's see how these work. Let's see, go the opposite direction of where the squares are. Not bad, not bad. Could have given it a longer stem here, and then I'd be able to get that stem a little more wet. Wherever it misses, it's alright, because I can come back through with some Posca pen. You know what I'm saying? You might. If you've been here before where I've done doodling, then you probably do. I don't know if I like how this one prints. Maybe it just needs to be more squished to work better. That was random. I'm not loving it. It's alright. We did it once. We'll do it more times to make it look more on purpose. I mean, of course, we don't want black to be the dominant, but that's okay. I know how to fix that. We'll just come in with some Posca pen in whatever other color we want it to be. Alright, let's try this one. Get some more organic something happening. I guess that's the side I've got the paint on. How'd that do? Hey, it's not as dominant. It's a little bit more subtle. That's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. And it's mostly because the paint is starting to dry. And also because there was already paint on here, which there wasn't on the other one. So that was the other difference. People are walking around upstairs like I'm not recording. They forget. I swear. They just... Otherwise, I have to think they don't care. So I'm just going to go with they forget. Because either they forget or they just don't care. So let's go with they just forget. Alright. So subtle, it's a secret. So while I remember what those look like, let's go ahead and grab out what? Brown, black, I don't know. Let's try, I don't know what this is. This is like a cream, I don't know. Have I even, yeah, I think I started that one. Nope, I haven't. Yeah, it's sort of a brown, like these are all skin tone, ground tone, I don't know. Ooh, that's what I need. I do not have, I think this is going to look weird on this. Let's see. It's not terrible. It's kind of like a tan. I don't want that. That needs to dry before I use any of my other markers on it though. That's growing on me. That's a lot. So, we were going to do some white, weren't we? Yep. Okay. We were. Where's my round one? There it is. Oh, it's got a little blue on it. Oh well. Alright, move that to the side. Grab the white. It's gonna have a little blue. That's alright. We don't care. Whatever. Whatevs. Just need some white paint to be able to mess around with. Alright, so this is made of wood, so it may have like a little bit of a wood texture. And also, it's very distressed. But adds a little bit of brightness where there's a lot of darkness. And if I had like a piece of foam under here, that could make a difference. Do I know where my... Yeah, I do. That's what happens when you clean your... Well, now it's way on that side. Let's try this one. Yes, having the foam under it definitely made a difference. And now we have Dunkin' Donuts. It's worth the trip. Sorry, Mariah, if that triggered you. Sorry for the people who can't have it. That's basically what I'm saying. I know somebody mentioned they got donuts the other day. She was like, I can't have donuts. Well, she can. She chooses not to have donuts. Just remember that. It's a choice. I mean, it's a choice because your body hates you, but, you know, same here. Occasionally, I might have one, but definitely can't be an all the time kind of a thing. My doctor would say probably needs to be a never kind of a thing. Doctors. Of course, my doctors also think I should be eating like freaking 800 calories and that I should be able to like do things and have a life with that, but I'm like, no. I would rather lose weight slowly and have energy. Thank you very much. Yeah, both my current endo and my surgeon, they were both like, well, just eat 800 calories a day and you'll lose weight fast. I'm like, I want to have a life. Quality of life is also important, people. Plus, it's gonna mess my metabolism up. Do you guys even know anything about nutrition, diet? I don't know. Okay, I'll get off my soapbox. I'm kind of liking what this does. I don't know where my bobbin went, or I would try that. Of course, you know, if you want it more grungy, don't use the foam. If you want to have less grungy, then use the foam. It just gives it a different... Also, it depends on how dry your paint is and how much paint you're able to get on it. Plus, now that it's got paint on it, it will probably... work different next time. This could be kind of where you can write the address if it doesn't look too boobyish. Yeah, I don't like that. Let's just spread it out. Use your finger tool. And maybe just get a couple more places so it looks on purpose. You know how you do. But I wanted to put some bronze on my plate, so there was that. Add a little bit of shine. Oh, shoot. Why did I say oh, shoot? Because I got paint on here that's just sitting there trying to get all, you know, mealy, as Patricia would call it. Because I didn't wipe it off. So if you don't wipe the paint off pretty quickly afterwards, you're going to have all that texture on your thing that you probably don't necessarily want. This is just from washi tape or sellotape or scotch tape or I don't know, tape. But add a little bit of bronze here and there and everywhere. More circles, because why not? Okay, add a little shine. But also, I think I want a little bubble wrap. And when I say little, I mean little. This little bubble wrap. is my favorite. Oh, I already have bubble wrap on this. Oh well. We're going to have some more. We're just going to do a little bit of bronze bubble wrap all over. Because it's my favorite. The baby bubble wrap, that is my favorite. Okay. I need some more. Where'd it go? Oh, it's right there. In front of my face. There's still some on that. Don't pop the bubbles though, Darcy. Come on. Could also splatter, but this is just not quite as messy as splattering. So if you don't feel like getting the mess of splattering, but you still want a little bit of, a little bit of metallic on there, just grab your bubble wrap. Even better if you get the mini bubble wrap. I love the mini bubble wrap. The mini bubble wrap is my favorite. I mean, I could cut it smaller, but why? Because sometimes I want to use it as a big piece. I actually have more mini bubble wrap than I thought I'd ever have. But I don't usually get rid of that when I get it. Mini bubble wrap is it's the precious. Precious. Carrie, do you have any of this mini bubble wrap? You should have some. There's also the big bubble wrap. I have some of that too. But the mini is my favorite. This one's pretty much done. I don't think there's much more I can add to this envelope. It's decorated, man. And that is our, it's a little messy in there. That's okay. What are we gonna do for that? We'll just put a little bit of, where's my baby wipe? We'll put a little bit of this in there maybe. Or, hey, actually, how about this? Because you can still write over it. And it'll make all that weirdness in the back go away a little bit. Because the envelope wasn't perfectly, because I had brayered over it. So there's one envelope that I'm considering done, ready to put some fun. You just do like 1 ounce and find people you want to trade with. Oh, and I said okay, so if you would like me to send you some mail art, just my email address is in the description box below, and just say, please be subscribed. Please like this video and be subscribed for me to send you some mail art. And just send me your address and I will send you 1 ounce or up to 1 ounce, where I only have to use 1 stamp. And, or actually, no, it's like I don't know, how does it work? If it's over 1 ounce, then it goes up to 2 ounces, right? So it'll be a little less than 1 ounce. Or it could be up almost 2 ounces because I have like additional stamp ones too that I kind of want to use up. But anyway, so yes, just send me an email with your address and say, mail art please. And just, tell me your YouTube thing too, so I know that, you kind of hang out in my channel sometimes and whatnot. This one seems just about done too. I'm not sure that there's really much I need to add to that one. And this one, it seems pretty done too. There we go. See, this is why we put that there. So when we did all the stamping and whatnot, we'd still have a place to write the address right there. Which I may also outline so that the mailman can see it really clearly. And then this one is upside down because I had left a little space. I'm going to see if I can reuse some of these label-y things for more envelopes. So yeah. And you can also like tell me your favorite color, and then I can like kind of gear things, or if you have like a particular style color, or just be happy with random. Either way, that I like it. I wasn't sure if I like these or not, but those are nice. It's a little busy on the back. A little gesso may happen on the back. We'll see. Or where's my white Posca pens? Is this one? Is this one? Yep. Okay. So maybe. No. think what I might do is come through with the black and just pick up some of these petals and push the other ones towards the back a little bit, maybe. I'm not sure. Because I don't want to lose the other stuff. But yeah, so what do you do if you've got it a little too busy? Yes, we're over an hour. That's all right. We are just going to, I've got, normally I would use gesso, but I'm just going to pull out my, my matte white, which is pretty much the same thing. I mean, essentially, it's essentially, the same thing. White paint, white gesso. Matte is just kind of, I'm just gonna even just go over some of the black bits with some white, just so that it pushes those back, especially. And it's turned in pink, and that's okay too. Some of the pink paint in the background must be not dry yet. That's all. I don't want too much paint on my finger. And so what I'll do is I'll come back through once this is totally dry with one of my black markers or black doodly pens, the fine tip pens maybe even, and just choose some of those to highlight and accentuate and let the other ones stay in the background. That's all. So just getting like a really thin layer on there just to push that into the background. And then I'll have some other stuff pop out to the front. But the front is bright and the front's perfect. I did not overdo the front like I did the back. Alright, which one are we on? Oh, this one's nice and bright too. And was not overdone with the black. So you got to be careful with black because you can overdo black for sure. I actually might go ahead and come in here with this so that when I let's get a more what are these called? Paintbrush. I'm looking for this one. Paintbrush might be nice. And we'll just kind of go over that so that when it dries, we can put the address on there and it should pop up for us. I do not need it to be a perfect square though. Just want it to be someplace that's gonna be able to be written on, and then we'll be able to see it. I don't want that there. Whatever, we'll live with it. Alright, so let's look at the rest of them real quick. Okay, the other ones are not finished. Well, this one can be, oh no, this needs some more, but I'll do more of like what I've been doing. But you get the idea of, you know, what you can do to make the mail art. You can do collage, painting, stamping, stenciling. I didn't even do any stenciling. I didn't even get that far. These ones are my favorite so far. So yeah, I hope you all have a delightful day. Love you.